Hey guys, AR-15 guy here for you, and I figured I'd go over a topic that I haven't covered, but I have gotten some questions about. I hunt, talked about it a little bit, but I hunt deer and elk, and whatever the family kind of decides at the time that we decide to go hunting. And what I get is how do you decide what firearm to go with for hunting? Because there's a wide ranges of calibers and a wide range of types, and how do you nail that down? How do you get to finally decide, yeah, this is what I want to go with? The first thing you want to look at is, what are you going to hunt? Are you going to hunt deer? Are you going to hunt elk? Are you going to hunt bear? Are you going to hunt moose? What animal are you going to hunt with this firearm? So you want to get a caliber that suits that firearm, or suits that animal, whichever animal you choose to hunt. And there can be oftentimes calibers that easily transition from one hunt to another, that you can hunt deer with, but you also can hunt elk. That you can hunt elk with, but you can also hunt moose, or moose and bear. So there are those options, and you can. So that's going to be your first. Am I going to hunt moose? I'm going to hunt elk. I'm going to hunt deer. I'm going to hunt bear. Once you've decided that, you can kind of start to formulate the calibers. There's a lot of forums online. You can go on there and just say, this is what I'm going to hunt, and it can be a wide variety. Then once you've decided that, then you've got to decide, where am I going to hunt? Am I going to hunt in thick brush, forested, wooded areas? Am I going to hunt plains or high desert like I hunt? Because that might help you decide what type of firearm to use, whether it's a semi-automatic, a lever action, a bolt action. So it'll give you some insight which way to go there. The third thing is going to be recoil. Are you afraid of recoil? Now there are some ways to fix that, whether it be a muzzle brake, or whether it be getting a smaller caliber. So you want to think about, those are the three big things: what, where, and how much recoil you can handle. Once you've decided that, by then you'll have narrowed it down to a grouping of calibers, and at that point you can make that decision there. I would say take into consideration common calibers. If you get a caliber and you're like, oh, this is the greatest caliber, but you can never find ammo and you don't reload, that might not be the best option. Or if you buy it and you can find ammo, but it's $80–90 a box, and you don't want to buy enough ammo to sight it in and hunt, because now you're up to $180. Then all that's going to play into it. Once you've decided those things and you got it narrowed down, at that point I would say pick the most common caliber out of those calibers that you've narrowed down to. Pick the most common caliber, and then go to your gun shop and start putting them up to your shoulder. Start feeling how heavy they are, even the looks. Kind of decide from there what you want in a firearm as far as that's concerned, what feels good, because there are going to be, chances are, once you've picked a caliber, you're going to have 100 different guns that are made in that caliber, and really at that point the only way to really decide is to actually hold it, feel it, throw it up, see what feels natural to you. One of the other things that you'll want to consider is optics. Are you going to go with open sight? Are you going to go with a scope? If you're shooting long distances, a scope is probably going to be your best bet. If you're going to be shooting close up, it might be better to get you know, use open sights, just because trying to find your sight picture in a scope quickly can be difficult. Somebody who's trained on it, it's not a big deal, but somebody who, you know, a child or somebody who hasn't hunted a whole lot before, that might be a difficult thing. It'll add to the buck fever. You're looking for your sight picture and you can't get on it. As well as I've been bitten by scopes. So so those are the things that I would take into consideration. First one is, what are you going to hunt? 2 is, where are you going to hunt? 3 is, what's the recoil like? And 4 is going to be, what feels good to you? What gun feels good in the arm? What when you throw it up, you can find that sight picture quickly. Those things into consideration, you'll be able to narrow it down. Once you've narrowed it down, then you can go, okay, what's the best caliber? And like I said, for me, I would pick the most common caliber, something you can find ammo for easily, so that way you aren't stuck without ammo. You know, I've had family members leave their ammo at home, get all the way there. Now they can't hunt because their cartridge is a oddball cartridge, and they left their ammo at home, and they either drive 120 miles back home to pick up their ammo, or they have to use their backup gun. So, and that might have left their ammo for that. So you want to make sure and try and pick the most common caliber that you can, something that you can find ammo easily for, just in case you're in a situation like that. But other than that, guys, it's going to be personal preference. So anyway, I hope this helps out a little bit. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.